What's up, everybody? Welcome to Foul Play.
We're back.
And I'm here with the one and only Lucky Low.
You already know.
And this is Foul Play.
Finally, we're back.
It's been a long time coming.
Yes, it has.
But we are back.
That's right, folks. We're going to be discussing all different topics. As you guys know, if you watched Foul Play before, we're going to be speaking about different types of conspiracies and politics, corruption, all different types of shit. We're going to be, just hanging out, bullshitting tonight. We're going to have an open forum and eventually open up the phone lines to you guys so you guys can weigh in and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. And, so let's get it started.
Yeah, so, we've done at least like almost 20 episodes together of this show.
I think around like 16, 17.
I think it's, listen, there was a couple episodes that got deleted, like one or two of them. So I think we're about like 18, 19 episodes.
Right, YouTube deleted it.
With us together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is on the backup channel, as everybody can see, because we want to see how this goes. And, if it goes good and we kind of, you kind of got to blur the lines, and it sucks, but there's only so far we can go on this type of show.
Right, and even you guys can vote like we used to do and see what you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to start putting up poll questions and stuff like we used to do with this show when we first started the show. Lo will put up a poll question like once a week, seeing where you guys want to go with things. We'll give you a couple of options on as far as what kind of show will come up. And remember, this is a bi-weekly show. So we'll have one Thursday off, and we'll put up a poll question, see where you guys want to go with these type of shows and what kind of topics, so we make it a little more interactive with you guys.
Right,
as opposed to just picking a topic and going with it, you know what I mean? So there are, people who watch these shows knows that there's many topics we could go and tackle today. So like Lo said, we're going to kind of keep it in an open forum type discussion today. We will start it off with some topics that we, are going to bring in today. And one of the main topics that we wanted to talk about was what's going on with the whole
Roseanne Barr.
Well, that and the white race and like all the stuff that's been happening with like
white genocide.
The white race and genocide and the white genocide shit.
Shit's crazy.
I mean, it's getting fucking like it's crazy shit. So I mean, but we have a lot to discuss. We'll be talking about a lot of shit. So it is a different phone number if you guys are calling in. It's not the same number that it's always been on Foul Mouse Network.
516-360-0782.
Yeah, a whole different number. Lucky Low is going to be answering the phone calls and maybe screening them, see how that works out. Anybody can call, obviously. But we're going to try to do it a different way.
Let's start off with Roseanne, because that's a huge topic in going on right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like
it is a huge topic.
It's dividing a lot of people.
And not only that, it's dominating fake and real news. You know what I mean? Right. And what I mean by fake is last night there was a report that went out that Fox had picked up Roseanne Barr's show, which turned out to be bullshit. So you can now it's like news has gotten the fakest it's ever been, guys. Like there is so many deterrents out there of the truth. It's not even fucking funny.
It's disgusting.
I mean, it even comes down to like a report. Like, and I went and and like, give you another example was we were on our show the other night and I saw a shirt. Whoopi Goldberg was wearing this shirt with Trump blowing his brains out, and it figures that's photoshopped to where you can't even tell that shit's photoshopped anymore. You can't tell what stories are real, what stories are not. I mean, there's a lot of
even for the ones that are real, we got to look at the situation, and people have said a lot worse and nothing happened to them. Yeah. They get a slap on the wrist. Why does she get her show taken away? And at the same time, all those co-hosts are fucking gone now, and they lost their job.
Yeah, hundreds of people.
All because of a Twitter comment.
Yep, hundreds of people lost their jobs. You know,
guys, we're not going to open up the phone lines yet. So whoever's calling, just hold off for a little while.
Yeah, we'll open them up soon. And get you guys in here, and you guys can weigh in on all this. But it just seems to me like I can't condone what she did in any way, shape, or form. Like what words she used. I get she's a comedian. I get that whole thing.
Right.
But sometimes, as a comedian, and listen, I'm no fucking comedian. I come on here, I do a couple of fucking stupid voices and have fun.
Oh my God, someone keeps calling. Hold on. Let's just get him in.
All right, get him in here then. Listen, I'm saying, I'm no way, shape, or form like a real deal comedian. These people, they should know where the line is with a lot of shit that they, fucking get up and talk about. Honestly,
828, you're live.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing tonight?
What's up, man?
Tommy, what's going on?
Tommy, what's up, man?
I want to express my opinion about this Roseanne Barr thing, and here's the thing: just because what she said was wrong, but the thing is, here's what they could have honestly done with this situation. They could have killed off Roseanne's character, and they could have.
Yeah, Tommy.
It's called
Tommy. The show don't work without Roseanne. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's like doing King of Queens without Kevin. What's his name?
It's like doing Seinfeld without it. Fucking
yeah,
Seinfeld.
You know what I mean? Like
she's
the person that the show was based around, and it doesn't. I mean, listen, could it have worked without her? I don't think so. Would I have watched it? I might have watched it, but I have a feeling I probably would have been like, I'm not watching this anymore.
If we let shit like this go, it's only going to get worse.
Well, I mean, listen, but what do you do here? You protect somebody who said something fucking racist like this? So you don't think it was racist, Lo? Is that what you're saying? Or
I'm saying exactly that. If
you don't think it was racist,
people have to have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
You said there's a line. Who draws the line? Who makes what the line consists
people
of?
do. People draw the
Here's the thing: black comedians all the time make racist jokes, and no one ever holds a candle to them. No one ever hands a whole. If a white comedian says a racist joke, they get plastered everywhere. They get their whole career destroyed. But if a black comedian says a racist joke about Whitey or something like that, nothing happens.
Well, I think it does kind of go both ways, depending on how bad, how serious the joke is. It depends.
I've heard comedians use the N-word plenty of times. But like you said, Lo, if it gets used in the right,
there's a line.
There is, but I guess there's a very thin line between using it the right way, using it in the right contents and context,
exactly.
and getting it out there. Like I don't. But personally, me, listen, I grew up in like an 80. I went to an 80% black school. All right, and
wow,
the white kids that went to school there was only like maybe 7 or to 10 of them.
You guys were the minority.
Oh, big time. There's only like 10 white guys in the school. And, we knew. Oh, wait, hold on one second. We got a doggy.
Love you. Notice me, senpai.
Yo, man, you're the man, bro. Thank you so much. He's hitting us off from far away, man.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. God bless.
It's appreciated.
Yeah, so I mean, like I was saying, I went to an all-black school, and there were some dudes I was very, very close with, very, very close with, to the point where they would call me the N-word, like when they first saw me. You know what I mean? Like it would, because they just used it so much. They weren't thinking, oh, this is a white guy, I shouldn't call him that. They would just use the word. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. Everybody has different cultures and all that. I get it. But to be racist, especially to be in the closet, or
I just can't believe. Like, all right, I understand.
It's 2018.
I understand she wasn't like. I don't think she's racist, but she definitely made a racist remark. And listen, we've seen this. This is nothing new. This has happened to a lot.
Multiple personalities.
This has happened to a lot of people. This has happened to a ton of actors, comedians. This has happened to a ton of them, bro. They use the N-word. They dress in blackface, and that's it. Their career is over. Plain
Since we're taking phone calls, 512, you're live.
Yeah, I have a couple concerns about the Roseanne thing, in a different aspect. Quickly, very quickly.
Who is this for everybody out there? Who is
know
this?
who it is.
I need
Just
no introduction.
keep talking. Go ahead.
Let me say something quick.
Keep going.
Quickly, and then
Keep going.
All right, I'm on a roll here. I'm on fire.
All right.
Basically, I think this whole issue is overseen by this whole medication issue she's on. Either
she blamed it on
get,
she blamed it on her medication. What was it again? Adderall?
Ambien.
And she's taking that road like, oh, I want pity for that, or she's trolling like, because a lot of SJWs.
Listen, she lost her job. It was her career. If she apologized, what more did they want from Roseanne to do? Like, you apologize, you say you're sorry, you took the tweet
this
down.
This is an absolute outrage of words.
It's all on Disney.
Words.
They wanted to get rid of her at first.
Hold on,
exactly.
Something real quick, Tommy. Wait a minute. It's the whole thing about the words. Like, why are words being? It should be actions should get you fired, not words. You know what I'm saying?
No, it depends on the words. If it was really that bad, then they had a right to let her go. But it wasn't as bad. They blew it out of proportion.
Well, this is the world we live in.
These jokes have been done before by other celebrities. Same exact thing, but worse, and nothing happened. But Roseanne gets her show taken away. It has nothing to do with anything else other than the fact of they're looking for a problem.
Well, the liberals.
But I don't know. I disagree with that because like they're looking for a problem. Why'd they hire her in the first place if they just want to get rid of her?
So they can subsidize and monetize money off her, the name Roseanne name, but to make her look like a fool, an you're
telling me they knew she was going to say a racist remark when they hired her.
Just plant her to sabotage her career, like it was getting lots of heat. The show in general, right? It was just a matter of time in Hollywood's eyes.
She's the type of person that she speaks up and she says things they don't want her to say. So,
well, they knew that coming into
a certain level and you have a certain amount of following. Her show was getting big again. She speaks a lot of shit that she shouldn't be saying. So what better way than to fuck her?
The higher up
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So.
She's got a big fucking mouth, and we all know that.
Yeah, she does. She definitely does, man. I mean,
we all do, really. But,
she's definitely not in trouble because she lives in Hawaii.
Listen, hold on a minute, Tommy. Let me say something real quick. If we're not racist for having big mouths. So
no, but when you say stupid things that are racist, then you're known as a racist. That's what
it's coming down to these days. We can't be able to say nothing without being labeled something.
Right, you can't even
exactly,
make
exactly, man.
You got to be worried about.
It happens everywhere. It happens on social media. It happens in real life. It happens at your job. It happens at with your family. It happens all over the place, man. If you say something, that's
yes or no. People are becoming way too sensitive.
Of course.
Absolutely. But do we have to deal with this?
So we have to recognize that there's a fucking problem here and we have to fix it.
Yeah, but how do you fix
what are we going to do?
Yeah, how do you fix people? How do you fix people getting bent at something that said that, I mean, but listen, what are you talking? But wait a second. What are you talking as opposed to? Everybody's getting sensitive as opposed to when?
Look at all the people that came out and actually defended her. She had no clue that all these people would come out and help her out.
But answer my question for me. You said that people are getting
social media. When social media
listen. You said that people are getting. What's the word you used again? Fucking. They're getting.
Sabotage.
No. They're getting like really sensitive and really just overly, as opposed to when though, because America's always been like that.
It used to be so different.
The social media.
When were we different? When was this different? They've been doing this for years.
Think about your grandfather.
They've been doing this for years.
Days.
Okay, yeah, back then they couldn't even let blacks drink out of the same fucking water fountain as us.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, but that's history. I'm not talking.
Yeah,
about
but you're saying people weren't sensitive back then. That's what you're saying. People weren't sensitive back then. Like
they were more cold.
Look at what's on TV.
It was tough love.
But you said people weren't sensitive back then. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
not saying they weren't sensitive. What I'm saying is when everybody's so worried about if there's a transsexual bathroom.
They've always been like that. People have always been like that in the U.S., man. It's always been like that. It's
right.
Always...
There's all these different groups now. Black Lives Matter.
Well, yeah, there's more groups now. But you know what? I think a lot of people are starting to. I think a lot of people are starting to wake up to the fact that these groups are being funded by fucking.
That's right.
By
don't get us a strike.
Whacked out people. You know what I mean? Like, and I think they're starting to notice this. Like, I just seen this thing in this kid in college who went and said a speech to this that black girl who just got in trouble, like kind of saying some shit about Kanye West. She made a comment about Kanye West, and she was like basically on his side, and she said that basically her kind is brainwashed if they think that Black Lives Matter is a group, you know, for them, because never once on their website do they even mention single straight black man on it. And I'm trying to get the words right here, because this is important, because it's not on there. There's every kind of thing on that website except for the one person, like the two people that they're really looking out for, the black woman and the black man. You know what I mean? That's what Black Lives Matter is.
Lives matters.
I understand that. I understand that. But this was made by some rich fucking white guy with a agenda.
Agenda 21.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are starting to figure that out now, that, you know, hey, you know, just because Democrats, you know, has been a party that the, you know, black people have, you know, gravitated towards, like, for a while, that it's not the case no more. People are starting to see what it's really all about. And I'm not trying to make the Republican Party sound good, because God knows they're fucking
it goes as far
just as corrupted too.
Like hiring people to protest, and they
they do that shit. They fucking hire people.
Buses,
it's fucked up.
The biggest people that shot themselves in the foot here is ABC, because think about any other show that ABC has on their network. Did any of those shows bring in the numbers that Roseanne did? No. They have blown an opportunity.
Yeah, but see, ABC has got their backs up against the wall, saying we have to respond to this right away, or else they're afraid of the whole ship coming down, as opposed to one show.
They could have suspended her.
They'll take the hit. Yeah, well, I agree with that. I definitely agree with the suspension part.
You could have suspended her.
Yes, they've done that. They've done that before.
Many actors have been suspended from shows.
They've done that. Yeah, with shows before. They've suspended, like, lead characters on shows before. You know what I mean? Would it have been out of the realm? I don't know. But you know what? You know, a lot of people are pissed that this show is off the air. And, you know, it's like, but you know who's not pissed? Black people. Because they're the ones who, you know, ultimately were offended by this. You know what I mean? That's what they're saying. But is that the truth? Because I saw this black man on CNN today being interviewed about what Roseanne Barr said, and he said it was a fucking joke. And he had her back. I was like, wow, that was, and it was on CNN, which I was very surprised to see. You know what I mean? So you never know. I mean, I wish I could show you the speech of this dude in college. What a speech it was, man. I mean, he really made a lot of sense about a lot of things. And I think if we play it on here, we're definitely going to get in trouble. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want to take a strike or anything.
Which sucks, because you can't even play anything now.
I think if you play small clips of the footage, they won't
footages
since your channel.
I'm sorry, you just said footage. Yeah, you just said footage. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if they'll.
But also, it's
I don't want to take a
Disney. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Cam. No,
go ahead.
Disney also is responsible here, because they've been wanting to get rid of. They don't like Roseanne, and they've been wanting to get rid of her for a long time.
Yeah, but why hire her back?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why even hire her in the first place if there's this whole big, like...
That doesn't make sense. It's
no, it just doesn't.
Well, Disney never owned ABC back then, did they?
Yeah, they did. When they first hired her, she wasn't hired too long ago. You know what I mean?
No, back in the 90s, they didn't.
He's talking about the first.
Oh, back then, no. I don't think back then they owned Disney.
No, they didn't own ABC.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
They did not own ABC.
No, yeah, I don't think
Disney,
they did. I don't think.
But she also didn't lose her job back then.
Exactly. They ended the show. So
they have another show on there called Blackish, I think it's called.
Yeah, Blackish. Now that was the #1 show until Roseanne came back. That was the #1 show until Roseanne came back. So, I mean, it's just you know.
So Tommy, you got Roseanne's back, basically.
Jesus Christ, man! Fuck off.
I mean, you know, I mean, the fact that she said something racist is wrong, but the fact that they fired her it doesn't make me a racist, and because a lot of people in the chat are probably saying, "Oh, Tommy's a racist."
No, what they did was they took her getting fired, and because she was for Trump, they made it like all Trump people are racist, and that's what the news did. The news spun it their own way. Right? They pushed their narrative.
And
so if you're a Roseanne follower and she's a Trump follower, then that means you're for Trump, and that you're racist, which makes absolutely no sense.
No, I know.
I'm not a racist. I love black people.
I'm not calling you a racist.
I have several black friends.
You can't eat it.
But listen, all I know is she also said it about the wrong person too. She kind of went
Roseanne
up against.
went on an interview and spoke about MK Ultra mind control.
I know. She spoke about a lot of shit. She spoke about a lot of shit, dude.
Up.
Yeah, I know, but they knew what they were hiring before they even they knew she said these things before that.
Maybe she was under their good graces and they took her back, and then she started running her mouth again.
She was opening up her mouth way before that. She was opening up her mouth right when they hired her back. I'm saying
she went on Joe Rogan and she ran her mouth and said a bunch of shit.
And she was hired at that point already. The ABC, kind of took the approach of, we know she says stupid shit, but she'll have a #1 show again without a doubt, and she did. And the show was versatile. It had a small white kid who dressed as a female. It had a black girl on it. It had gay and fucking had every element that you could put into a show nowadays. You understand what I'm saying?
631, you're live.
What's up?
Yeah, it's Chris.
What's going on, Chris?
Hey, real
Chris.
quick, I just found something that was coincidental about this whole ABC Disney acquisition thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to just share real quick. In 1996, Disney bought ABC. In 1997, ABC stopped airing Roseanne. And now, a few episodes after Roseanne's on, they cancel it again.
Wow.
So they did get rid of it at that point. The first
They did
time.
get rid of it. And yeah, Disney acquired ABC in 1996, and the last episode of Roseanne was in 1997.
But Disney owned ABC when they hired Roseanne
What's
back
the point
this
of
time.
bringing her back on? It still makes no sense.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, I know, but I'm just saying I thought that was a coincidence.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get what you're saying, and yeah, well, it just comes down to Disney won't take shit. You do anything racist, anything sexual, like you get blamed of anything, kind of like they ran that wrestler out. What's his name? Who just put a rap song out, man? Cass. He used to wrestle with Cass. I forgot his name again. He's from Jersey, and everybody in the chat's probably, what's his name?
Enzo Amore.
Enzo, yeah. He like him.
A bona fide thug.
He was being accused of kind of like statutory rape or whatever the fuck it was, like date raping shit or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, and this girl really went in on him, told all kinds of lies about him, and not only was found innocent because she later admitted none of it was true, but he was fired from his job. All right, and he still was never hired back. He was fired from his job. Yeah. He was, disgraced. You know what I mean? I mean, it was a fucking disgrace. And all of it was fake. And it's like, you could go and even take the innocent people out.
It wasn't true?
No, none of it was true.
Another great example.
So he never did rape or anything?
No. She basically admitted later on that she, was consensual.
Liar.
She was consensual.
And that goes perfectly to the point of the way this world's directing to. You got one person saying something, and look, you can ruin someone's whole fucking life.
Exactly.
She was found to have.
I'm not saying that some of the accusers of Bill Cosby or any of the that Harvey Weinstein. I'm not saying that's bullshit, but all it takes is one person. It doesn't have to be a female. It could be anything.
He had a consensual penis, bro. I just want to let you know that.
Who had a consensual?
Enzo Amore. He did. That's in his song. Enzo Amore. He's an ex wrestler who got basically blamed, got fired, he got disgraced, and he was found not found innocent in a court of law, but she admitted to lying about a ton of shit. She's a drug addict, whack job, this chick, first of all. But that doesn't excuse anything. Even if he did do something like that, if she was a drug addict, doesn't matter. But she has no credibility. She later on admitted that she lied about a lot of shit, and he still got fired. He still got disgraced. He didn't get his job back. He didn't get any apologies, and he just released a rap song that's pretty good. And in the song he says, my consensual penis, saying, and he says in the song too, I ain't no Bill Cosby. I ain't no Bill Cosby. Basically saying,
right.
Yeah. Listen, I got to read Sarah.
God.
Sarah made a comment in the chat. They canceled Tim Allen's show. That was wrong, but way to go, Fox. So, like, this is something that happens to other celebrities
yeah,
as well.
Well,
that speak up.
He had his show canceled because he really
came out
fucking
as a Trump supporter.
Yeah, but not only that, but he kind of said some like insider shit in a couple of interviews and stuff like that. Where
What did he say?
He was like saying like,
You know, I find it. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, you know, about that whole Trump supporter, you know, about the celebrity world or whatever. I find it so funny that a lot of these, you know, multi-millionaire celebrities that have been out of touch with the real world for decades feel that they have the ability to, bash someone who for their political beliefs when they're disconnected from the rest of the world for how many years?
Well, I mean, that goes, look, I mean, I'm glad you said that because you have some senators that are like fucking damn near 90 that are just out of touch with the fucking whole world. They're so out of touch, man.
Congressman or anything like
that. Yeah, it's so funny, man.
All the money in the world and they're fucking miserable still.
Yeah, they're out of touch and they don't know what the
money
times
can't
are
buy
all about.
Happiness.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking ridiculous, man. I mean, this country really, you know, like I said, it's been here all along. All right, it's always been like that. You heard of this shit happening in the 80s where people would say the N-word and they would lose their career. It's happened all the time. It doesn't. It's just now there's more groups. Now there's more ways of getting in trouble saying something fucking stupid like Roseanne Barr did. Basically, right. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to.
It comes down to not even being. Sometimes it's not even racist, like that rapper, for instance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
but they're sending a message.
Investigating what?
No, I'm saying they're sending a message out. Basically, it's like if we don't do anything about it and we don't back her up, it's just going to get worse. They're going to keep taking advantage.
Yeah, but how do you back her up? Like, how do you do that? Like, how exactly do you do that? Like, what do you do? Do
you back her up?
You sign
if enough people back the woman, she's going to get a show back.
Back who, Roseanne?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how? How do the normal everyday person?
First of all, the person that Garnett or whatever, whoever she said that racist comment to, I'm here. I don't know for sure. Like, I didn't really research it, but I'm hearing she's not even black.
Well, that's what I heard too.
Right.
But what I'm saying, low,
or something like that.
Low. What I'm saying is, how do I go and back her? How do I help her? Like, what do we do? Like,
go on Twitter, make a nice comment about her or something. I don't know. Either way,
I wish you did. I wish we knew.
The more following, the more support this woman gets, they're going to want to take her back, and they're going to fucking feel stupid because they're not going to expect something like that to happen. Yeah. Because a lot of people just don't want to be bothered. They don't even want to go out and vote. Like, we're just so tired of the same shit.
I know.
From every politician, they're all corrupt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, when I went to vote this last time, there was literally almost no one there at my voting.
Exactly.
It hurts you. You know what it does? It breaks.
To go out.
It breaks your spirits, man. After a while, like you just said, like it gets to the point where you kind of like, man, like there's no reason even fighting it. There's no reason even, it just is what it is, and no matter what we do,
it is what it is. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, you know what? I ignore most of the shit. You know what I mean?
One thing I want. Oh, sorry.
All right, Tommy.
One thing I also want to say here is we can get Roseanne back, but we're not going to get the same cast of people back on the show because a lot of the people that worked with Roseanne are pushing themselves away. And even if we fought to get Roseanne back on, they wouldn't have the original cast because a lot of the original casts are pushing themselves away.
They don't want to be labeled a racist.
Yeah, they don't want to work with her anymore now. That's basically what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And John Goodman wouldn't even say anything about her at all. Like they tried to ask him.
He's a great actor. That guy's going to get work, so he has nothing to worry about.
What happened with him was, I think he was saying that in defense of her, but really making it sound like I don't want to mess anything else up and say something else to get us all in trouble. And Christian, I see you calling in, man. We'll take your call definitely, man. Just give us a minute.
And I'm going to jump off here, dude. But
all right, Tommy.
You guys have a good show. And I want to say this. I want to say congratulations on 828 subs. That's my area code, by the way.
Nice.
Thank you. This is our backup channel, cool, Tommy.
I know.
All right, thank you.
All right,
you have a good show, guys.
All right, man. Take it easy, Tommy.
I love you, Tommy.
He's gone.
Christian, call back in, man. We'll get you on and see what you got to say about this. Listen. I don't know. I just think like it is what it is. It's always been like this, and it's a hostile environment in the U.S. You say the wrong thing, you're gonna get fucked for it. Period. You know, just
That's
like me.
You
Like,
can't
as
even
far as
say the
being
wrong
sensitive.
thing in public anymore.
that's like going,
because-
but listen, that's like going back to what I was saying before about I went to an all-black school, and the bottom line was, even though they, like my friends would call me the N-word as a term of endearment, I still was not able to fucking use it. Like,
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
but
and that was out of listen,
respect,
but yes, that was out of respect as well, because I would never put my friends into that position and use the word, and you know what I mean. Like, I would never do it to put them into that spot, you know, and make yourself, because they knew I wasn't racist, and you know what, I probably could have got away with using the word, but I wasn't doing that out of respect to my dudes. You know what I mean? To my
no, absolutely.
When people stop looking at everything left and right, Republican, Democrat, and breaking up, you know, into all these different groups, then that's finally when we can move on and, you know, become better people. Because
but it's getting worse, Lucky.
It's getting worse
It is.
because people keep fucking dividing each other into different groups. Like fucking,
I mean, it's
there's
almost
so many
like
different
we're
groups.
in a civil war. You know what I mean? In a sense.
Well, it's
you know?
like Filthy said yesterday. Filthy said every time something happens in this country, it's like we're always split down the middle. He was so fucking right when he said that, because it is. It's like every time something happens in this country, you could damn well fucking bet. No, it hasn't though. It hasn't though. It has not always been that way. When we went to World War II, this country was
Democrats though.
This country was fucking.
When did we get along with everybody?
Listen to me. When we went to fucking World War II, this country was together like a motherfucker, dude. People were giving their forks and knives over from their houses to make bullets for the. Like, it was crazy. Okay.
That's just here.
Yeah, but I'm talking about here. I'm
I'm
talking about
saying
here.
on the planet.
I'm talking about the country.
No,
Our
we're
country
talking about
has been split 50-50 on everything that's come down the pike in the last like 5-6 years, and maybe even a little bit longer. And it's going to continue to go that way.
Longer than that.
Well, not much longer though, man. Not much longer, because when Obama took office, there was like a sentiment of people that didn't like Obama and didn't want him in office. Those were like the racist Americans, which were like fucking probably like 10%. You know what I mean? And those people were definitely against it. Then you had people who just didn't like Obama. You know what I mean? And it wasn't a 50-50 split.
Obama's half white.
Everything since really Trump got involved with all this shit has been 50-50 down the fucking middle of the country. It's literally been down the middle. Every fucking
it's not
situation.
just because of Trump, though. This is
no,
so
I don't think it is
things.
because of Trump, but I think it has something to do with Trump. Not him doing it on purpose or anything, but just the atmosphere of what's gone on in the last 5 years. You know what I mean?
I feel personally that this whole divide with this country, and it does come down a lot to race, unfortunately, but I feel that that's been brewing up for quite a while, way before Trump even announced he was going to be president. You know, I mean, not for nothing. Again, this isn't a racist remark, but I think, you know, Obama kind of ignored it.
Well, can I tell you this? Yes, he did.
Well,
listen, when cops were being fucking killed, okay, and he wouldn't put a blue light on the White House or a fucking ribbon on his arm.
Blue light on the White House.
Okay, if he wouldn't put a blue light on or a ribbon on his arm, like every other fucking president did. That's when I lost a shit ton of respect for the guy, because either way, I understand he's a black man, but either way, you have to show support. You're the president. You're not just some normal dude walking the streets. You're a president. Right. You're supposed to represent all of us. You're supposed to represent all of us, both sides of the pendulum. You know what I mean? Even though it's like this right now. It's like
seas, where he was supposed to put the flag at half-mast or something like that. I forget what it was, and they didn't even do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he really didn't.
For a holiday or something.
He was really radically different, Obama, and you could look back at it and see for what it is.
So much money.
Christian, what's up, man?
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Yo, I just wanted to weigh in on this Roseanne boss situation.
What do you got?
Cause listen, I don't watch the show, but I've heard a lot about it, and I know who she is.
Yeah.
And I've seen all the shit that's been going on.
Yeah.
So, and
now, how old are you now?
16.
16 years old. Now let's hear from a 16-year-old what he thinks.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear from a 16-year-old what his view is.
All right, so listen, like coming from a high school point of view where everyone's joking to each other.
Yeah.
That everyone's racist, but it's in a jokingly manner.
Yeah.
See, what I interpreted it as a joke that went a little bit too far, but it shouldn't have went as far as it did. Like, there's some of the shit that I say and some of the shit that other people say that I know personally.
Yeah.
Fucking, you would be beheaded.
16 years old. This kid is smart.
Well, I mean, listen, his generation is, and listen, you want to know why there's a divide and why, Chris, you said this a little bit a while ago. You said that it's been brewing for a while in this country, and it has. And you want to know why? Because, and I don't want to say this really loud, but our government's been doing it. They've been pitting us against each other. They put whites against blacks, and they keep us both busy with each other, worrying about the cops killing them and them fucking carrying guns, and this guy's doing that, and this guy didn't do this, and this cop did that. They're worried. They're making us worry about that and making us think that that's the biggest problem in the U.S. But right now, that's not the biggest problem in the U.S. The biggest problem in the U.S. right now is that we're losing a grip on controlling the U.S. as a citizen. And the government is now taking over 100%, especially after 9/11. Right. We are on the fucking decline now. We are losing our country. We are losing our country. We're saying, we're saying,
ask them for help.
But we're saying to the government, protect me, and I'll give you full power. You take full power.
Because they made it to the point where you don't feel safe anymore.
That's what it is. That's what the fuck it is. And we're losing. You know what? Our grandfathers are, and whether you're black or you're white, doesn't matter. Your grandfathers fought too for this country. They were forced to fight for a country that didn't even respect them. Okay, but they fought just like our grandfathers did. So no matter whether you're black or white, the deal is your grandfathers fought for those freedoms. Okay, whether they wanted to fight for them or not, and they didn't even get those freedoms that they fought for, but they fought for them, and so did our grandfathers. And there's those freedoms that those people died and fought for are now being slowly ripped out of our hands. And it's up to the young guys like this 16-year-old and like the younger dudes to fucking one day when the next generation, when they come into the ruling and they come into like the arena, that it's up to them to fucking take it all back. Because you know what? These people who are controlling shit right now aren't taking anything back. You know what I mean? And I don't want to sit here.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I don't want to sit here and act like Trump's my fucking savior. I don't want to do that because I'm 50-50 on Trump, just like the country's 50-50 on fucking everything. So, where does it start? Who's the guy? Who are the people? Who's the woman? Who's the person? Who's the human being to fucking turn around and say, enough is enough now. We need to take this shit back. It's ours to begin with.
It's terrible because people see it's the, like,
let's get into Kanye real quick. Look at the Kanye tweets that happened. You had another celebrity that spoke out. And did anybody drop him? Did they stop doing endorsements? Did they stop doing, nothing really happened. He went on TMZ. He had an interview done.
See, this is the problem. People are making.
But again, that proves to my point real quick. Not to get off topic. I mean, that was probably the most disconnected friggin' speech ever. Did you hear that fucking thing?
Yeah, the goddamn opioid.
He was making no sense, Kanye.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say one thing. Rest of the fucking world.
He kind of said they shoved pills down his throat, and he had a lot of.
Yeah, I understood what he was saying. Christian, say what you're going to say. Go ahead real quick, Christian.
I'm just saying this country is making different people look like the enemy. Like say the white people, it's the majority, and then the teenage white kids, they're the school shooters. The Muslims, they're the terrorists. The Spanish people, they're the illegals. It's like when you look at those type of people, the black people, they're horrible people. The country's like classifying people.
That's labeling.
Labeling people. And people don't even give a second thought when they look at them. Like the Roseanne Barr thing. I bet she didn't even give a second thought. And she labeled the person, and that was that.
It was a joke. It wasn't even a label.
Yeah, it was just bad. It was a horrible, horrible joke. It was a joke that she should have known.
It could be a shitty joke.
With a hit show.
It was a mistake. For sure.
Yeah, it was a horrible joke.
And people do make mistakes.
And people can't accept mistakes anymore.
But people also pay for their mistakes too. And you know what? She paid for it, and so did a couple of hundred other people that had jobs with her. And they're all,
cameramen, everything.
Yeah, and that's the way it goes, man. Look at, like we said before, somebody in the chat brought up Tim Allen. He's a perfect example. He said some shit. They took him. They said, and that show was a hit show. They were. He
was doing great.
They were doing great too.
His newer show that it was on, right?
Yeah, it was doing great, man.
You're not talking about Home Improvement, right?
No. he was doing great this show, man. You know, he was. They were kicking ass on that show, and
But
then all of a sudden.
But let me ask you this, and this is bring a point I said last night too on the show. If Roseanne or even Tim Allen, let's say Tim Allen, because he's a comedian, he's a stand-up comedian, right? If Tim Allen was to make a racist, joke on stage, and there was a room full of people laughing at it, do you think that his show would have got canceled? And same thing with Roseanne. If she said a joke that was racist, and a lot of comedians do it, black, white, Asian, it don't matter. There are a lot of racist-driven jokes that people laugh at because they all know it's part of the game.
To these
but do you think if Roseanne did that, but if Roseanne or Tim Allen did that on stage, would the result be the same as it is now?
If they did it on stage, no, I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I definitely think you're right about that, without a doubt. I think you're definitely right about that.
Because if you watch Chappelle, I just watched Chappelle's special on Netflix not too long ago, and I'm white. I'm a white guy. He said, not really super racist things, but he was talking about white people. I laugh at it. It's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I laugh at shit I laugh at shit all the time that black comedians say about white people because a lot of it's true.
Yes,
you know what I mean? A lot of it's true, man. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and lie.
Still joke around like that.
And a lot of it's funny shit. It's like when something's funny, something's funny. Was the joke she told funny? I don't know. Was it funny? I don't think anybody laughed. So
it wasn't the right setting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like when you tell a joke that nobody's laughing at, then you know what? You fucked up.
It's considered racist.
You bombed. You bombed, bro. Like you bombed.
Right. And then at that point she apologized, and then they should just let it go.
Yeah, I get that.
She made a mistake
I get
saying
that.
it was
They're really dragging it out. I mean, even the media is dragging it out.
Yeah. Hey guys, once again, real quick out there, if you're trying to call in, you got to call the other number. It's up on the screen. It's not the regular number that you guys call.
516-360-0782.
Sorry,
that's great.
And I think I'm kind of privileged by that because I'm biracial. I'm black and white. I'm a half black son.
Well, there you go.
But like my best friends, I have white best friends. Yeah. Like my best friend's white. I have great friends that are Mexican. And
dude, I got all kinds of. Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
They laugh at some of the funniest shit we say to each other, and it's
dude, let me tell you something.
It's great.
Let me tell you something. I used to have a whole classroom full of black people dying laughing about me telling white jokes, like making fun of white people. I would sit there and make fun of white people, and I would do the imitations like, "Oh, what's going on, guys?" and do that whole thing. I'd have a whole room full of black people dying laughing at my shit. You know what I mean? Like, right. But it's funny. It doesn't matter. Like if you're telling a joke, I mean, obviously that's why I think if she was on a stage, she would have definitely got away with it. I really do think she.
So you agree with me on that?
Yeah, but it might have been like they might have complained about it and said, "Oh, that was in fucking poor taste. This joke she told, and it could have got her in a lot of trouble." But she was on the stage, blah blah blah. I think that's what would have happened with that, honestly.
Right.
I think because it's on a stage, there's at least one person laughing.
You're still not looking at it for what it is and what she's been saying, on different interviews and the shit that she actually is not supposed to be saying.
She says a lot of shit she's not supposed to say.
But that's what I'm saying as far as the reason why they even come after her in the first place. If it was anybody else, they wouldn't have even been looking. It was on Twitter. She's like a nobody on Twitter.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
But it wasn't the right setting for that type of. Even if it was, if she meant it in a jokingly way, I'm not in her head, so I don't think anyone could really know how she meant it. But in hindsight, as a comedian, you would think she was saying something in a jokingly way, but Twitter's not the fucking outlet for that type of stuff.
Definitely not.
I 100% agree with that because Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
You don't know how a person's saying it. You don't know in what manner the
I'll
person's
tell you what, man.
I can go on Twitter and say Ken's an asshole, and I can be being sarcastic.
Yeah, Twitter is fucked up, man. It ruins a lot of shit, man. Twitter. It ruins a lot of shit. Like, you get a bunch of shit on Twitter that just could go wrong. I mean, it's crazy how fucking bad sometimes. It's you can bury yourself
in the news
on
every day. The word Twitter.
Yeah, I mean look how far it's come. Twitter in this country. It's like Twitter is the one. I think we were saying it on the show the other night. Twitter is like the one thing that's like surviving all these apps like dying. You know what I mean? Like all these fucking apps going to shit. Nobody's using them.
Instagram and Facebook.
Nobody's using them anymore.
To me, Twitter is the modern day newspaper.
I'd rather go down a fucking cheese. I'd rather go down a hill chasing cheese. You know what I mean? Than to fucking deal with that. You know?
I think all these social media platforms are the modern day newspaper and the modern day television, because this is where everyone gets all their news now.
Yeah, dude, you want to know, man? You live in New York. You know what the cover of Newsday had on it? No, of the Post? It had, and that's how I found that photo of her. It had Roseanne Barr wearing full-on fucking Nazi uniform. Full-on Nazi uniform. Yeah, man. It was like, that was on the cover of fucking the Post, the New York Post.
But that was for a joke, right?
Yes, she did that for a joke. She's Jewish. I mean, she's not a fucking Nazi.
She's a Jew that dressed up as Hitler. It was a joke.
Yeah, she's not a Nazi.
All right, but you see how the media does that? You know what I mean? That was
they can make it any way they want.
Exactly.
They can make it any way they want.
It's like
when PewDiePie did it.
Yeah.
It's like when PewDiePie dressed up as a Nazi. He's not racist. He's not It was as a joke for his YouTube channel. And when he said the N-word by accident, he slipped. Everybody slipped.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah, but listen. But slipping, I don't believe in slipping. You say what you want to say. You get there's no slipping.
Oh, that's true.
And if you're slipping, then it's a Freudian slip, and you meant to fucking say it somehow in your mind anyway. So, that shit. I just whatever. But Christian, thanks for calling in, brother. You got Saturday night, man. You gonna be around?
Thanks, guys, for having me on. Yeah, I'll be around.
All right, hit us up Saturday night, man. We'll talk to you then.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right, see you guys.
All right, peace out, man. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys something. We'll move on just a little bit here, but I wanted to show everybody home and you something, Lucky, and it's pretty cool. I don't know what to make of this. But this is something that's pretty fucked up, man. Take a look at this.
What is that?
What the fuck? What?
It's got lights going around it.
Dude, look at that. And it's actually moving the cloud back and making it bigger, a bigger circle.
It's like a cloak.
And look at this. Now another one appears behind it. Look, just out of nowhere, it just appears behind it. And then
I don't know what you think that was.
Look, dude, edited? Come on, that's not fucking Photoshop. There's at least three different angles of this. There's three different angles of this. Of other people have this same recording, but from other places in this area, they have the same recording of this. There's multiple recordings of this.
Yeah, now there's more lights.
Now there's three of them. It's one comes out of the last one, out of the back of that last one. And if you look, he zooms in. He zooms in at one point.
It's HARP.
Dude, it literally looks like, dude, no, I'm not even kidding.
HARP
look, see that? It lit up brighter.
Yeah, what do you think they do?
It lit up brighter when the second one came out. It's fucking weird, dude. Now there's four of them. And the guy zooms in at one point here. It kind of looks like they have arms. It looks really... look at that.
You're saying that's a ship.
Nah, dude, those things have arms. You don't even hear it. It's like something flying around, bro. It's not even a ship. It's like a person or a something, dude. It's something. There was multiple angles of this. Multiple angles. Crazy. Yeah, dude.
Listen, they've been messing with atmospheric things that we'll never know what that is.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was fucked up.
We'll never
dude.
know.
It was fucked up.
We'll never know what that is. They have been doing stuff like this, and it's gotten a lot worse over the years because there's tons of videos on YouTube with similar stuff like this, and we'll never know really what
consider
that is.
Consider it soft disclosure.
What?
I said consider it soft disclosure because they're not going to ever tell you themselves.
Yeah, I hear that. You're right about that.
Yeah. You got to learn it that way.
You're right about that, man. It's like they're getting you ready for something because some of this shit looks too real. This looks too fucking real.
Right.
Just too real, man. I mean, if this was fake.
Editing.
Look, there's another one on the other side, dude. There's one all the way to the left of this. I don't know why he's not showing that. That's the one thing that I found a little bit weird about this. There's something over here to the left of it, and you see it in the beginning of the video. Take a look. I'll go back a little. You'll see it actually pass by. Look. You see that? See to the left of that circle? Keep watching to the left of that circle. You'll see, look, bang. You see one go around right there. Did you see that? Look. You'll see it come by right now. Look, bang. See it?
I see it.
Bang.
It looks like there's two of them there.
Yeah, it looks like there's two circles, but why wouldn't he show the circle to the left? That's why I'm like, that's a little weird now. You know what I mean? There's one right to the left of it, too, and you're not showing both of them.
Listen, that's the problem. Even if there's videos out there that
you just don't know what to fucking trust anymore.
And they're
man.
hoax.
It's just you just
That's
don't know.
why people, they don't believe shit like that anyway. Because look how much shit is out there.
It's an instant discredit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an instant discredit. That's fake.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But the truth is that there are things going in the atmosphere that people do see in real life. I've seen things in the sky. I mean, even certain sun glares that I never remember seeing in the sky.
Yeah.
Like when the sun now, they say it's all because they're dumping aluminum to the atmosphere or whatever.
Yeah.
I see certain sun glares that you normally didn't see 10, 15 years ago.
Well, if you put a real video up, I'm sure YouTube would take it down and give you a strike.
Yeah, you can almost guarantee that.
And that's why it's hard for people that have real evidence.
Yeah, you can almost guarantee that'll happen. It's a shame, man. It's a shame because this platform was such a open platform for
psyops.
It was an open platform to say whatever you want and to show videos of yourself and other things. And now YouTube is just like, you got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful how you say it. It's like real life, Look at Roseanne.
They screwed everybody on monetization. And then at that point, they were taking down all these different channels if you were, to the right.
Yeah.
Even if you weren't for the right. They were just striking people and not even, listening or watching the videos. Cause
that's why today this show is on our backup channel because we just cannot trust it yet to say, okay, well, let's bring this and put this on the regular main channel because it's like we don't want to take the chance of taking another strike over there. You know what I mean? So it's like...
Right, and I was going to message you for that.
Yeah.
Said, why is they on? And I said, oh, I know why.
Yeah, I originally set the show up for... our old,
Foul Mountain Network.
For Foul Mounts Network, and then Lucky Low hit me up and said, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh shit," I just did it by nature, and I was like, "Oh man, I forgot about that." But it's like, you want to tell the truth and you want to get it out there, but it's such a fucking fucked up environment that, God forbid,
there's so many conspiracies out there that you just have to wonder. You have to ask questions. Well, I mean, you have to look into it.
That was like the video I saw today that I told you about, Lo, where they tell you the top 10 conspiracy theories that actually panned out to be true. And a lot of them were recently in where a lot of people applied for the Freedom of Information Act. And they got it, and they got back documents that actually proved. One of them that really fucked me up, that really had me scratching my head like, holy fuck, seriously? The FBI reached out to the CIA and asked them, this is back during Kennedy in office, they reached out to the CIA and asked them, they had a plan, and they came up with this plan, they gave it to the CIA tweaked it, they brought it to the president, and basically the president was like, hell no, you're not doing this, and he got rid of it, and then he was killed 2 months later. But the plan was to go, CIA agents, to go into major cities throughout the U.S. and to shoot and kill people and to blame it on Cuban nationalists.
That's all they ever do.
Okay, they were going to go to Miami. They were going to go to all the East Coast areas and like some of the Gulf areas and shoot up people and say that it was
fucked up.
And it proved to be real.
But listen, it proved to be real because they got this information in an Information Act later. I think it was 2014. And they found out that the CIA wanted this to happen. They brought it to the president. The president shot it down, and then he was killed 2 months later. But the whole fact of the matter that our government conspired to fucking kill Americans is fucking mind-boggling to me.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no,
what the fuck, man? Though, They actually wanted to disguise it as it was Cuban, people that came over here killed us, and then would spark us to go into Cuba and actually take them on and get the whole U.S. behind going into Cuba and fucking just, and this is during the beginning of the Vietnam War, so it was the only way to get the American people to all get behind you is something like a Pearl Harbor or a 9/11. And that's what they were basically planning in the 60s to do something.
Every time you vote for these people and they go into office, they don't do anything.
Yeah,
they just spend a lot of money. They have all these projects that you don't know about.
Yeah, so I mean, it's fucking, I couldn't believe it when I saw that, man, but it just goes to show you, like, wow, man, like, really? Like,
and that brings up, too, what you said before.
It's fucking sad.
When does it stop?
Yeah.
When does that, when does it stop? It doesn't, dude.
I guess not.
Point now, have you ever heard the term too big to fail?
Yeah.
This is the government is too big to ever change. Maybe not fit. It'll never fail, but it's never going to change.
There's too many of us.
It's impossible. It's too.
Well,
deep.
then maybe
It's
one
too
day,
deep.
we need to fucking set the government straight as people
Well, hey, you know,
in this
like
country.
they say,
You know,
like the fucking Romans. You know what I mean? They, you know, every great.
because they're supposed to
nation
fucking
will
be
ever
here
fall
for
at
us.
some point.
They're supposed to be here for us. Period. Plain and simple. They're supposed to fucking be here for us. Okay.
Right, we
Right,
put
but
them in
we're
office.
we're just
Even
you
though
know,
we
we're
don't
just
select
specks
them.
on the map. We're just specks on the map.
Oh no,
bro.
fuck
That's
that,
it.
man. We're more than that, man. We pay our taxes. We keep this country
Yeah,
going.
you got to stop thinking that way.
We take care of the people who
Well,
fucking.
dude, you pay taxes, dude. Then they can't even fix fucking potholes.
I understand that. I
Well,
understand that. But
you
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
That
saying,
doesn't make you a spec.
I know. But listen, what I'm saying is, the minute we start saying, I'm just a speck, who gives a fuck? That's when they defeated us, and we might as well
Right.
just fucking cave in and just, you know, we
Right.
gotta.
Gave
I
up
hear what you're
already.
saying, but I'm not. All right, look, I maybe reword that. What I'm saying is, I'm at the point now in my life where it's just like whatever. You know what I mean? And you know, of course, I have.
Yeah, I understand.
Political views,
Yeah, I
certain
understand where you're
views,
coming
but
from. I
at the
understand.
end of the day, I need to just live my life. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah,
it. Whatever's
yeah.
going to happen on
That's
the
what
other
you're
side
supposed to do.
happens.
You're
Yeah.
doing the right thing.
I
then,
got you.
Because you're not supposed to focus on the bullshit on the news and be affected
I don't.
emotionally.
Yeah, half
don't
of it's
even
bullshit
watch the
anyway.
fucking news anymore.
Half of
I don't
it's
even
fucking
watch
bullshit
it
anyway. You know what I mean?
Right, it's all fear mongering
Yeah, it's all
and
fucking
negative shit.
And you want to know? Listen, let me tell you, man. Fear mongering is a true fucking tool, bro. These fucking people.
100%.
It really is a fucking tool that these people use. The fear mongering, because they make you think like, you know, it's, you know, you're
They
fucked,
feed off of
and
it.
and there's gonna be a nuclear war, and there's gonna be a fucking like, and they really make you fucking
Yeah.
sit there thinking, well, what's the sense of me living or straightening anything out in my life or giving a fuck what my government does? That's why they put that fearmonger there, because you're not paying attention to what the government's doing here. You're paying attention to, my life's over anyway, probably. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
fuck,
and,
man.
And not only that, but the news is so derogatory. Even if you watch just regular, you know, the 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock news, count how many derogatory and negative newscasts there are.
Yeah,
news
or
reports
count how many times
compared to the good ones.
count how many channels are saying the
how
same
many
fucking
feelings-
thing, too. Count that.
They all repeat
What?
each other.
Count how they all fucking repeat each other. That's the fucked up thing. They all fucking repeat each other, these assholes.
Yeah, that was a great video.
They all
Yeah.
fucking repeat
Yeah.
each other, man. They all go by the same fucking bullshit narrative that it comes down from one spot and trickles down all these fucking
They
stations.
read right off the
Thousands of them.
teleprompter.
Thousands of them. They're
Yeah.
told stick to the
Same
fucking
exact words.
Yeah.
Stick
stick to the fucking stick to the script. That's what they're told. Stick to the script. And you know, these
Yeah,
people
about
go,
a paycheck.
and you know what? Those people should be ashamed of themselves, though. These fucking people, they sell their fucking souls basically so they could be on TV and be a TV anchor. Like, that's what you're selling your soul for.
Meanwhile,
to be a
it's not
fucking
even
TV
really
anchor.
their own opinion.
Fucking pathetic,
No.
man. Pathetic, dude. Fucking
They're just
absolutely
actors.
pathetic, man. I swear to God, bro.
They are. They're actors now. They're actors. They're paid
Right.
actors. You're
Absolutely, dude.
right.
This country is completely fucked up. I don't condone what Roseanne Barr did, but this country's fucked up, man. We're headed towards a fucking we need to get our shit together. We need to get on the same fucking page. Black, white, Hispanic, every race, every creed that lives in the U.S., that is a U.S. citizen, we need to get on the same fucking page. I know everybody out there is being told that white people are the fucking devils and we're the worst people in the world, but American white people who are not racist piece of shits are good people, just like the next black man or the next
Everybody's
black woman.
unique. Everybody's different. Color has nothing to do with anything.
And if you're versatile and you lived with other people in your life, then you know that humans are humans and we all fucking bleed red for a reason. And God didn't create us to go against each other, man. And and it seems kind of like so fucking cheap and how easy it is for them to manipulate us, man. It's so easy for them to manipulate us and scare us into fucking
it's going to change eventually.
they
over
scare
time.
us like you
I
like.
don't know.
Listen, when you were a kid and you used to be home and you used to fuck up, right? And if you had a father who was out, or if you didn't have a father, you had a mother who kicked your ass, you would sit at home and your grandmother or someone would say to you, wait till your mother gets home or your father gets home. And that fear that you had when you were a kid of getting a strap on your ass or getting smacked around or getting whatever you got when you were a kid, that fear that you had for your mother or your father or whoever you had that fear for, that's what they want to instill in us. So we can fucking... Oh, hold on, Mr. Cow.
That makes sense. You know, I don't really...
Mr. Cow.
Mr.
Some
Cow.
you can't refuse from
Mr.
Papa.
Cow,
I mean,
baby. Chime in.
I love you, son. You are my one and only child. My
Mr.
son,
Cow.
my first masculine son.
That's Mr. Cow.
Come to Papa.
Glad foul play is back. Respect my nickels.
My nickel. That's Mr. Cow. Mr. Cow. The one and only Mr. Cow. Big shout out. Well, listen, everybody. That's the first episode back. We touched on a lot of shit. Hopefully.
Right, this is an open forum. For
yeah,
the ones
we're gonna
that are
put
asking, what the topic is. This is an open forum tonight.
The topic basically tonight was to gauge what people really want to talk about, and we didn't get a lot of phone calls from different people tonight. So hopefully, the next time we come on, we're gonna put a couple of poll questions up on Twitter, and maybe it'll be a little more interactive next time around. We just started doing the show again, so hopefully, it'll get better and better, and more people will be involved down the line. But thank you to everybody who came tonight to watch us, and
shout out to the chat.
Yeah, big shout out to the chat. Thank you guys, everybody out there. Oh wait, I saw oh shit, I saw a couple of people calling in, but they're calling in the wrong line, man. I can't answer that line. So guys, just remember, next time it comes on, we won't be on next Thursday. Next Thursday is me and Billy's podcast we do. Bill and Ken's Excellent Adventure.
Nice.
That'll be next Thursday. The Thursday after that, we'll be back with Foul Play again, and it'll be a different number. We'll post it on the Twitter just to make sure you guys know, because I know a couple of people called me during the show. So
that's right. Hit that like button and subscribe.
That's it, guys. Thank you guys so much. And if these shows don't get striked and they don't get fucked for what we're talking about, we're gonna move it over to the main channel eventually. So we'll see about that during the down the line. All right, guys. So, yeah, that's it. Anything to say before we bounce?
No, only that everybody stay positive, just like Tommy and C would say. Have faith.
Chris?
Don't give up.
No, thanks for having me on, and I like open forums like this.
Yeah, it was cool to have a little bit of a different discussion, man. We haven't done one of these in a while. I know it's not the normal show that we do, conspiracy theories, but like I said, today was more or less, welcome back and just bullshit about whatever, wherever it goes.
Exactly.
And like I said, we're going to throw some poll questions up there so you guys can basically tell us what you want to talk about, because it's all about you guys and what you guys want to talk about. So, yeah, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Until next time.
On Foul Play. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
You've been listening to Foul Play on the Foul Mouths Network. Check out the main channel at Foul Mouths Network. Subscribe and hit the like button. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.